Let's take a minute to listen to the intro music. They did such a good job with the soundtrack for this. I've played a lot of games that were licensed off of movies and other types of properties, and a lot of the times they just totally butchered the feel of the music, but here, no, spot on. Absolutely spot on. And they added a little bit too right here. Got some nice dual guitar back and forth right there. Alright, this is DHG. Terminator. Resistance. Continuing with the main story here. I start off briefly in this hideout. Oh, I watched that at the end of the...
Hours later, they found me.
Watched that at the end of the last video. Don't tell me I have to do all this again.
Jacob?
Oh, I do. Shit.
Are you awake?
Oh well.
How long have you been sitting there?
Not that long.
Yeah, I did this all at the end of the last
I
episode.
went to that hospital today, so I went on my first scavenging run. And I found something for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you go with your sister?
No. As soon as Erin heard that there's a hospital nearby, she asked Jennifer to go look for some medicine. So I went alone. Don't tell her that, okay?
She's already at the medical district?
Yup. And Ryan wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, I'd done all this and then talked to Ryan. I thought it saved afterwards, but apparently it didn't. No biggie. I'll just go through this again real quickly here.
Before the war, and thank morning. Patrick came to me earlier, asking if I thought you'd like his present. When I saw that it was a single bullet, I wasn't sure if he was being helpful or if it was a warning. I figured he didn't appreciate you looking at his sister like that.
How's Mark doing?
Not great. We barely have any medicine left. But hopefully Jennifer will bring back some antibiotics from that hospital.
How do you feel about Colin's death?
What do you want me to tell you? That I feel guilty? That I care? Right now I'm a little more concerned with the living than the dead.
Do you think you could help more people by joining the Resistance?
Honey, maybe ask me that question when you finally find them. Because for now, I don't think they even exist.
About that camp.
What do you want to know?
What work did you do there?
Most of the time, I moved bodies for disposal. Sometimes their skin would be peeled off. Oh, it was horrific. Why would machines ever do that? My cellmate, Erin, was pregnant. I knew that was a one-way ticket to the grinder, so I had to plan an escape.
Did Skynet ever notice she was pregnant?
Well, we tried to keep it a secret, but when she started showing, they informed me that after the birth, I would have to kill the baby. Otherwise, they would...
Libtards would have no problem with that.
The baby came early, and Erin died giving...
I mean, it's just a lump of cells anyway, right? That's what they say.
I had to take action. Me and one
Aren't we all?
took the child, and we got to the disposal room, where we covered ourselves with dead bodies. Then we just lay there, waiting for them to throw us out. And they did. They dumped us outside the camp, ready for the grinder.
Were you still behind the annihilation line?
Yes. We couldn't find anyone for days. We thought we were the last of the human race. Just the two of us and a baby girl. We ran to protect her, but deep down we were preparing for the worst. Anyway, you're healthy, right? And your bones don't look broken, so stop bothering me.
Just the two of them and a baby, the last of the human race. If only she escaped there with Danny DeVito. What do we got here? Cell. Cell. Don't need multiple of those. I think I'll grab the 1911 here. Just because 1911s are awesome. Lockpicks are always useful. Medkit. Alright. That's it. That's it for there anyway.
Now sit.
Oh, here we go. Here's a great Terminator 2
Fetch.
reference.
We've got a lot to learn. Jacob, thank you for finding him for me. I promise I'll take good care of him. Now, what should I call him?
Wolfie.
Maybe Wolfie?
I don't know about that.
What's wrong with Wolfie? I can hear him barking. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta upgrade my skills. I think hacking comes in really useful at some... Oh, I remember. Those damn turrets, they become more and more numerous. Stealth. I don't do stealth. Not my thing. Ain't happening. You have no skill Mouth fail. No free skill points. I ain't got no skills. I think there's a skill book in here somewhere. See you later. I know I promised to stay awake, but I am getting tired. Wake me up when you get back from the hospital. I'm just gonna close my eyes for a moment. For a moment. That moment turned into forever. And here the developer Teyon is referencing some of their old games. They're known for making rail shooters. If you're as old as me, you could remember when rail shooters were like the hottest thing since sliced bread. You go to the arcade and they would have House of the Dead, Time Crisis, all sorts of other rail shooters there. They didn't do too well in console for many reasons. You always needed a light gun to play them properly, and no one wanted to buy a light gun. Trying to play it with a gamepad just took all the enjoyment away. Weren't made to be played that way. So it kind of surprises me that a company that has done so many different rail shooters, like the Heavy Fire, that series, they did a Rambo game, will go in on a RPG like this, which is heavily inspired by Fallout 3 specifically, and do so well. I'm not saying anything about the bugs. I don't want to jinx myself.
You wanted to talk to me?
First of all, thank you for bringing me that toolkit. That bus should be ready in no time.
A toolkit for a tool.
Turn the corner. I wanted to talk to you. I'm starting to get worried about Jennifer. It's been a while since she left, and at my age, I try to worry as little as possible.
He's starting to get worried about Jennifer.
Send her back, okay?
If she doesn't come back, how are we gonna procreate?
How's that bus coming along?
I'll make a run again, don't worry about it. Besides a couple of rusty rotors, it's got a whole lot of character. The question is, where do we go from here?
If his name weren't Ryan, Rusty Rotors would fit.
Do you remember Judgment Day?
I do. That's right. I'm that old. My memory ain't as
He's
good as
so
it used to
old,
be.
he
However,
farts dust.
I saw some images that stand out in my mind. My brother Tucker hitting on this lady guard, or people covered in mud. But for the life of me, I can't remember the name of that band.
Wasn't Slipknot, was it?
You have a brother.
I did. Older brother. Well, he was an 80s man. We didn't have tickets to the concert, but he knew how to charm a lady. She let us in. Well, him. I tagged along like I always did. Yeah, it was one of those outdoor festivals. When we got in, we decided to climb this metal tower to get a better view of the stage, you know. So, as we're watching this band play their hearts out, we see a burst of bright, ugly light. I went blind for a while.
Couldn't you look away?
There's no escaping it. Lit up the sky.
They were blinded by the light.
Ridge and a nearby mountain range. Something only a nuclear bomb could do. My bloodshot
This seems
eyes.
like an appropriate time to drop a really racist joke.
People below me.
Why are Japanese people's eyes slanted?
Tower we were clinging on to
Because
started
the flash was so bright.
finally gave in after the shockwave from the explosion. I closed my eyes and it started falling onto the people below. Now, what am I thinking of? I'm usually a lighthearted guy. Why don't we talk about something more positive? Oh, God, I remember the name of that band now. It was Captured by Robots.
Okay, whatever you say, Rusty Rockets. Oh, I couldn't figure out who he reminded me of. At first I was thinking, let me turn my flashlight on here. I was thinking the guy that you play as in the Walking Dead, the Telltale series, but no, not him. Black Ops 2, Transit, the Rust Man. Every time he picks up a Juggernog bottle, he's like, "This would be great for my bum hip." I love playing as that character. If I got into a Transit match and I wasn't playing as the Rust Man, I would get so angry. I so wish I could remap the control layout. I cannot go that way. There's not as much shit to pick up in this game as there is in like Skyrim or Fallout. For those games I usually remap the activate button to the left bumper. Makes it so much easier to pick everything up. Instead of having to take your right thumb off of the thumbstick and hit X and then put it back on the thumbstick and move around. Your left finger's not doing anything anyway, so why not just remap it? It's a brilliant layout. It works really well, but it takes a little getting used to. Tried that first with Skyrim. Hey, there's Jennifer.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
I was all the way back there. Maybe if I was like right behind her,
It's bad enough for
breathing
those
down her neck.
creepy noises.
What noises?
Every once in a while, there's this unbearable scream coming from that hospital.
Oh, this is that level.
What's going on? Let's move.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know what level this is.
Let me. Picking locks is kind
This is a stealth required level because you cannot possibly defeat the enemies that they throw at you. But it's totally cool though. Stealth isn't that hard in this game.
Jeez. Looks like a silverfish got him. You're every scavenger's nightmare. Look, this poor guy is still holding a sound decoy.
Those things suck.
Resistance guys just shoot at everything that moves, don't you?
Yep,
Silverfish are sensitive to noise.
shoot
So
them.
before it pops up from the ground and starts chasing, you throw a sound decoy. It'll draw any nearby silverfish away.
Unless they patched that, that never worked before.
Eating it anyway.
I don't think you should go any further.
Now what about you?
I have to go. That could be the Resistance.
I understand. Stupid asking you this, but Aaron wanted me to find some antibiotics for Mark. I know I'm not making it easy on you, but if you're in there and you find some, we would really appreciate it.
I'll see what I can do.
And remember that your gun won't do you any good against Terminators. So when you see one, do what I do. Sneak past them. I'll be waiting for you at the hideout. Take care.
You have underestimated my sneakiness. Sound decoy. Okay, let's see if they patch these things and if they actually work now. I remember trying these things like ad nauseum before, wasting a lot of resources on them. And they never worked.
Right now, you need to start answering some questions.
There will be a time for that, but right now, you need to help the people inside. As for Colin, there was nothing I could have done. It was either...
I love how time stops when you start picking a lock. It's like, hey, I gotta concentrate, shut up.
For him or you. And it couldn't have been you.
Hello?
Fabrique. I don't care what it is, I pick it all up. There's no weight limit to it. Huh? I guess this is a hidden area. Oh, there's those silverfish. Okay, so they work now. Maybe I'll build some. I'm pretty sure back when I played through this on PS4 was the first time I played it. Then I played through it again on PC and didn't even bother with the sound decoys that time. But during the PS4 playthrough, I'd throw one of them, they'd all come out of their little hidey holes and just come straight to me. And of course I'm like, hey, you're not supposed to do that. Now I'm dead. I like the sound that makes when you reload that thing. What do we got in here? So much easier just to kill. Medkit. A hacking device. You can now hack Skynet terminals and turrets.
This is it.
Wunderbar. Let me make some of those decoys. How many resources do they use? 2 metal, 2 electric parts. How many do I have? Maybe I'll make 3. How many shotgun shells I got? 16. That should be good. Smack. Smack. Hit you with a lead pipe, bitch. 1911. Pistol's over 100 years old and is still highly regarded. Fuck. Fuck. Where the fuck did they all come from? If I don't get Frank some adrenaline, he's not going to make it through the night. But there are so many of them. What the fuck should I do? This would be easier if I at least had a shotgun. Yeah, me thinks he didn't make it. Oh, damn it, wrong one. Sounds like an alarm clock, and therefore highly irritating. I think one of the only sounds I find more irritating than an alarm clock is a phone ringing. And not like a normal, telephone sound. I mean default sounds on people's cells. See if I could take this bitch out with a 1911. In case that fails, I got pipe bombs. Running away, eh? Yeah, that did nothing. Time to bust out the old 5.56. Oh, armored spider. This ain't no normal spider. Shit. I might want to disengage. One more. Bring this bitch down. I had to kill it. I just had to. It was there. Alright, back to my shotgun. Or actually use a 1911. It's good for the small things. Get out of your hidey hole. Oh, you bitch. Where's the corpse? Okay. Don't see it. Yep, turret. That's some bad news.
I wonder if I could control those turrets with the hacking device.
I wonder. Well, let's just try to find that out, shall we? The answer? Yes. Oh, I forgot about this hacking minigame. Much easier to do with the D-pad. Let me time this right. Nice. I do believe that comes in useful once I leave the hospital. It gets harder. That's what she said. Oh shit, they see me. There's no one here. Don't know if I can sneak by this way. Oh, I can. Good. Stop looking at me. Whoops. Oh, my turret won. I hear something marching around. Maybe it's a Terminator. No, it's one of those armored spiders. Shit, alright. Bye-bye. This M16 has a rail system on it. Come on, hack that shit. There we go. Man, that turret is fucking that thing up. Thank you, turret. Yeah. Kinda thought that might sting. Dear Maria, this might be my last letter to you. Until recently, the machines have tried to keep us alive. They were treating us like some sort of test subjects. We were valuable to them. But all they've been doing lately is exterminating entire cages. I don't know why, but it's like we're no longer of any use to them. Like they've found what they've been looking for, and now they're coming. There's the Terminators. T-800.
It's from the Resistance. The others have to be here too.
That looks like the T-1000, the guy that played the T-1000 in Terminator 2. I mean, a lot like him. Patrick something, I think his name was. Is that thing coming back? No.
Appreciate that.
You don't see me. Where's that infinite lockpick from Oblivion when you need it? Large health kits will come in handy. Wasn't expecting him. Which way you going? That way, alright, piss off. Prognosis. Symptoms: depression, anxiety, tendency for violence. Dr. Silberman. Wait a minute. Wasn't Dr. Silberman that doctor in Terminator 2, the one that what was his mother's name? John Connor. Sarah Connor had to escape from? I think that was him. Pursuit. Yeah, I'm not sure how to pronounce that word. That's not something I come across a lot. Diagnosis: acute schizoaffective disorder. Prognosis: the delusional architecture is fairly unique, but it shows signs of deterioration. I am very much interested to see how the patient will react when nothing occurs on the morning of the supposed end of the world, which is a scenario imagined by the patient. This is a significant event in the patient's cognitive history, and the patient should be treated with special care during this time. There is a strong possibility of delusion withdrawal, which I consider an improvement since tendency for violence has increased drastically as of late. Persecutory delusions. Okay, there, I got it. Why didn't they just say paranoia? Or did they? No, they didn't. Could have just said paranoia. I suppose paranoia might not fit, since that just generally means you always think you're being watched. Persecutory delusions would mean that people are actively trying to kill you. Oh, it's so tempting to blow it up, but I'm not gonna.
It's one of us. Private Jacob Rivers, Pacific Division.
Pacific? What the hell happened up there? The whole division went silent.
It was wiped out. I'm the only one who survived, and I need to meet with Commander Barron.
All right, I'll make sure you get to do that. But first, get us out of here.
They got the weirdest looking uniforms.
To the main generator. Overload it and turn off the laser grid.
Understood.
And Rivers, destroying that generator will make a lot of noise. So in case we get separated, where are you stationed?
Just south from here.
Okay, we'll find you. Barron will want to meet you. Now go, and watch out for those medals.
I'm finding a lot of med kits in a hospital. Who'da thunk? Alright, I'm approaching that 40-minute mark. I think I will cut the game off right here.